Hey, how you doing today? Just wanted to bring you a quick message on how you can change your brain from being average to being genius. How amazing is that? So I got inspired to do this video based on the comments my friend made yesterday on a video I posted, and she was saying how when you're relaxed, right, you allow a flow to happen in your body that just makes you more, gives you more vitality and gets you more present and allows you to be more effective in doing so. So I just wanted to expand on that and just bring your awareness to just posture and how posture makes a huge difference in how effective and the performance of your brain. So the only difference that separates a genius brain, genius, from the average brain is that the genius brain has bigger blood vessels. They have bigger blood vessels. And the way to get that is getting more oxygen and more blood to their brain. And how they do that is through right posture. So I'm going to be showing you in this video a 3-step process that you can do to raise your rib box, right? And naturally by doing that, get more flow happening with the blood and oxygen to your brain, right? To be able to feed more blood and oxygen to your brain and allow you to perform at a higher level. At a genius level, if you want to say. So here we go. We're going to go through a quick anatomy lesson that's going to break it down really simply how this all works. So how it works is that when we're going to take out the lungs, right? We inhale fresh oxygen into our lungs. What happens is the lungs has millions of air cells. And it's important to know this because when you inhale, at the same time, the blood is bringing out blood. This is dirty blood. This is all the waste that's gathered and brought through the veins. It brings it all up, and the blood goes into these air cells, and they meet with the oxygen, and there's a combustion that happens. Boom! All of a sudden, carbonic acid from the waste that your blood just pulled up is released, and then the blood picks up the oxygen, takes in the oxygen, sends it back through the heart, pumps this rich, red, bright blood all around your body and feeds all your organs. So that's how it works. However, there could be you need to watch your spine because this is what breaks this process from having a smooth flow. Just like if you were to step on a water hose, on a garden hose, it's going to stop the flow. And this has been shown in experiments. Researchers have tested students doing the IQ test, and they intentionally reduced the amount of oxygen they were getting, and they found that their performance reduced. But then when they gave them the oxygen back, the performance went back up. So it just goes to show how important that is. And what stops or what kills a lot of us is just our posture. Through daily activities, walking, the impact on the ground, right? The pull of gravity on our spine, different injuries from sports and just, carrying grocery bags and such. It just twists and turns our spines in abnormal ways that doesn't allow for optimal delivery from the brain to the body of commands, right? Move your hand. That's a command. Move it. If your spine is twisted where it's pinching a nerve, this command could be slowed down to a remarkable degree. Right? And most people don't notice this because the curves are acute, and we're going to go through what the curves look like right now. So here's a normal back curve. You have 4 normal back curves in your spine, right? Normal curves. So right here by the neck you have a curve, and over here your back there's a curve, lower back there's a curve, and by your sacrum there's a curve. 4 normal back curves. Now what you see with most people is they have these variations due to daily activity, daily living, bad habits, bad posture. Here's what happens. You get the kyphotic situation. Now the kyphotic situation looks like this. The back is hunched over. And there's various degrees of this. But the back is essentially hunched over. And in doing this, it starts to pinch a bunch of nerves and slow down and interrupt that message and the signals being sent from your brain to your body and from your body to your brain. So that's the kyphotic. Then there's the lordotic. The lordotic, as you can see, there's a big tilt in the back over here. You probably seen the people walking around, they have a big tilt in their hips over here going backwards. Just big tilt of their pelvis, right? Going backwards. So over here we got the lordotic. And then there's the straight back curve, right? Or the straight back, which is a very weak back. So these are the types of backs. And then also obviously there's the scoliosis, which is your spine is tilted to one side or the other, right? This is scoliosis effect here. And there's exercises you can do to straighten all of these. We're not going to go into this. Actually, the disclaimer, please go see your doctor before you try this exercise. Get counsel before you do these exercises. Now moving on. There's ways to straighten this and allow yourself to perform optimally because the messages are going through. And I just hear a lawnmower going by. You know, these guys are doing their landscaping duties, so you might hear some sounds, but that's okay. So for this exercise, there's going to be 3 steps. Step 1, you're going to inhale, fill up all your lung capacity, come into the back. You want to keep filling up your lungs all the way to the back, and then fill up the front, and then fill up the middle, and then fill up the upper part of your lungs. That's step 1. Step 2, you want to push down your diaphragm. Visualize pushing down your diaphragm, which separates all the contents of your chest and heart and upwards from the contents of your stomach and downwards. So you want to push your diaphragm all the way to the pelvic floor. And then that's step 2. And step 3, what you want to do is squeeze tightly your entire core. Just bring it all in. And what you're going to notice is all that air in here is going to expand your chest cavity. It's going to expand it. And you're going to have more room to breathe. Your lungs are going to be able to expand more, get more oxygen, which can purify your blood even better, send even more richer blood up to your brain and more oxygen to your brain. Because also now your spine is better aligned, so the messages going to your body has a freer flow, and the commands coming down from your brain has a freer flow. And in that way, you become way more effective in your performance. So here we go. We're going to do the exercise. I'm not going to talk, but I will guide you with my fingers. And just repeat this as many times as you can. Here we go. And that's it. Lifting your rib box. Moving your brain from being average to being genius. That's what it's about.